Good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Number 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Complete.
A good pickup there at 22.
A gain of 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Number 10.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Matt Gay for the Buccaneers field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
45, 45.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wide receiver.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
16-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. 53 to Mike. Check. 53.
Looking to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
53 is the mark. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go. Let's go. Number 53. Mike, 53. Hey. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Run. Check.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Tighten up. Check 52.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way up to the 49. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Looking for his All-Pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Finding room at the 30, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pick.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He finds some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
45.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's into the clear. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Falcons 21, Buccaneers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Second down and inches.
At the 32-yard line.
And he'll get these underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score, Falcons 31, Buccaneers 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Hey, watch the slant.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Buccaneers 21.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. The Falcons take over first.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 6-yard
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
14-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 and 60. Down lose one. 45.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard.
2nd and 4. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little juke. And, boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
17-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he shifts past him. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line.
Number 10.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now here's a carry heading left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up
now a handoff looking right.
At their 48-yard line.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Again, the ball carrier.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 52's off ball 18. Watch the twist, watch the twist. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time through the air. 66 yards.
Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving.